So it looks like NCSoft is doubling down on Throne and Liberty. A lot of you guys got to play the open beta test for yourself, but you may have missed this huge dev stream that took place this past Friday, where they went over a lot of significant updates that are coming out, which includes an expansion level like update that's coming out next month, as well as a huge update that's taking place just in a couple of days, which, by the way, if you want to check out, I'll be streaming it live on Twitch, which includes, I don't want to say a major skill overhaul, combat overhaul, but it kind of is. Skill expressions is something that you may have heard about. They're updating a lot of the skill expressions, which is going to significantly affect how the combat feels in this game. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy the video. I'm getting super close to 100k subs, and it's been a huge goal of mine, and I would just really appreciate it. Anyways, we're gonna get straight into this video, guys, and the first thing I want to go over is the combat. But before we do that, I want to mention something that I thought was pretty interesting somewhere in this entire video, which, by the way, I will link this in the description below. One of the things that they mentioned during this dev stream was that they are going to really continue to push Throne and Liberty. I mean, at this point they really should, because of the amount of money that they invested into it, but it does look like they are trying to invest more into the marketing side of things and try to really revitalize their game, bring in new players, and continue to just really update their game and make their game better. That was essentially the message that they were trying to send in this dev stream. And as far as the marketing goes, as someone that spends a lot of time in Korea, I'd say it's true. I have personally seen more marketing surrounding Throne and Liberty these days. So let's address the elephant in the room. That is the combat. A lot of people during the open beta test are saying that the combat just doesn't feel good. It feels shit. It feels slow and clunky, and a lot of people that have played the game extensively, which includes myself, by the way, say that the combat feels a lot better at the end game and continually gets better. It doesn't feel as clunky. It feels pretty good. It feels pretty fluid, and the people that argue against that are essentially saying, hey, it doesn't matter. Even if it does get better, I want it to be better now in the early game because it loses me. And to be perfectly honest, I agree with that, and I think that's a totally fair statement. I think Throne and Liberty would be objectively better if the combat started faster. I do stand by what I said. I do think the combat feels pretty solid at the end game once you get a full build together, but I 100% agree with the fact that the combat should start simply faster. And the skill expressions that they've introduced here will, I don't know if they're going to address it, because we have to see how they feel and how they look and what skill expressions we have for every skill. But based off of what we've seen, what they've showcased in this video, it looks really good. And I wanted to show you guys this here. This is the basic fireball casted skill that you guys are seeing and experiencing, which, by the way, that's a little bit faster than the early game in open beta. You're going to notice that cast time was probably a little bit faster than what you guys are used to. But this system right here, just to kind of walk you guys through this, is structured in a way similar to like tripods in Lost Ark. What do I mean? What are tripods? So essentially you have an ability. This is the fireball skill, and then you have these added effects that you can select for these for this skill. You have a total of 100 points that you can use. My camera is blocking it. Sorry, it's right there. Let me actually move the camera over here. You have a total of 100 points that you can choose from, or that you can use rather, and each skill expression or tripod, or however you want to call it, costs a certain amount of points, and you can simply select as many as you want until you reach that cap of 100. And with this fireball skill, I believe he's using, let me move that over again. He's using an insta cast on move. He's using projectile speed, and he's also choosing increased range. So you're going to see after he selects this, what this fireball transforms into. So as you can see, he's moving. To me, that looks pretty damn good. If you ask me, I'm pretty excited to check out the skill expressions for all these abilities. But that's going to be dropping. And one of the biggest W's about this system is going to be introduced, if I remember correctly, by level 30. So once you hit level 30, you should have access to these skill expressions. And once you hit level 50, you should have all the points necessary to have, I guess it's 100 points. Again, I have to see it for myself, but by the time you're level 50, you should have the 100-point max to add skill expressions to your entire build. To show you guys a few other weapons, this is a shield. This is what you're used to on the left, and that this skill expression turns the shield throw into like a bouncing Captain America like ability. This is Gaia Crash for the great sword. This ability transforms into this here on the right, or it can transform. Remember, you have multiple options when it comes to these skill expressions. This is the knife throw ability from Dagger. You can turn it into a larger cone there. And again, they're just showcasing some of the options that you have with some of the abilities here. I'm pretty excited to check out all of the abilities. And like I said, I am going to be checking out all of these abilities this coming Wednesday. This is a little bit of an if you're not really sure what's happening here, that turned that crossbow ability into an elemental attack. This is the mana regen skill that just simply gives you mana. That can turn into a mana regen skill that has these that has like a short range AoE lightning ability. This skill right here looks really cool. This arrow vortex skill from Archer, or from the bow. This is honestly not even used in our version or in our build. No one really takes it. And this turns into like a giant ranged AoE that lifts the targets in the air. That looks pretty cool. And to just showcase some other stuff here, this is this is a great sword ability. That's a whirlwind attack. I mean, this looks just so much better. And to be able to have these abilities a little bit earlier, I think that's great. This is a pull ability that gives you the ability to pull a target back behind you, like just latch onto someone and then pull them behind you. And this is a bow. This is a combination of bow and crossbow. And as you can see, this is just a lot of fluid movement there. To me, that doesn't look clunky at all. You guys could disagree if it still does look clunky to you, but for me, this just looks pretty good. More mage skills, and this one here, again, this is like that. This is a combination of X-bow and bow. He's using that arrow vortex skill that throws the targets in the air, backsteps twice with his X-bow skill, and there you have it. So these skill expressions, I think, could absolutely change the early game experience, but I don't know for sure yet. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But we're going to move on to the next section, and those are the life skill updates. Now, there's really not much footage here that I can show you, but there are 3 major life skills that they're adding. Number 1, they're adding fishing right here. As you can see, they said that you can fish pretty much everywhere. If there's a body of water, you can fish there. So I'm looking forward to this type of cozy content. I really like this type of content in an MMO. Excuse me. Here's the cooking content. And they did say that with cooking, you're going to be able to cook different dishes that provide buffs. You're going to also be able to sell some of these items on the auction house. So this looks pretty cool as well. And then you're going to also have these collectibles. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, other than the fact that it seems to be similar to like the Makoko hunting, only maybe a little bit more incentive. And this is the housing feature right here. They're also adding housing to the game, which I think is pretty huge for, you know, non-vertical content, just social content here. I think that's fantastic. You'll be able to collect these Amatoys or plushies and just decorate your housing. So the last couple of things here, we have a hyper boosting server, and we've got the new content that's dropping in August, on August 21st. And to go over the hyper boosting server really quick, what is this? They are opening up a brand new fresh start server that is just hyper boosted. You're gonna have like double the experience. They're gonna give you a full set of top tier tier 1 purple gear and just additional mats to really just push you to the end game, to get you prepped for the new expansion level content that's coming out next month. So if you are interested in playing this, if you are interested in playing the updated version, which includes the skill expressions, you can play on the new hyper boosted server. I know a lot of the Westerners that are playing Throne of Liberty are planning on playing this. I myself, I'm also planning on playing this. And essentially what they're going to do is, in the future, once they get you caught up, because the whole purpose of this server is to get you caught up to the end game and to the current servers. Once you get to that point, they're going to merge it in, as they do with all the other servers. And then you will also be able to transfer to a server for free. They're also offering free character transfers out of the fresh start server, but everyone on the fresh start server is going to be on a fresh start character. So this should be super fun and a great way to test out the true updated version of the game, because the skill expressions are going to be dropping in the live version that we are getting in September, which is, I should have probably mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but I forgot. I apologize. Maybe my editor can add that as a text at the beginning of the video. But the hyper boosting server, that's going to happen. If you are interested in getting an account, I believe you're going to, unless you have a friend that can make an account for you, you're probably going to have to go through like a third-party website and buy an account. That usually probably goes for around $10 for a naked account. Anyways, if you guys want to check this out, feel free to play. Join our Discord if you are looking for some friends or a community to play with. I believe we might be running a guild just specifically for the hyper boosting server. And like I said, I'm playing it. So if you're not playing it and you just want to check it out, come follow me on Twitch. The last thing here is the Tolland update. This is the new expansion level update that is not actually loading right now. Sorry, let me bring that back up. All right, here we go. Now, the new expansion level update that's coming out, first of all, they're expanding the world. We're exploring new zones, new castles, new dungeons, new everything. The level cap also gets boosted, or gets increased to level 55, which is pretty nice to level. And we're getting new dungeons here. This website is very slow. We got 5 new dungeons to look forward to. There will also be an arc boss that also drops that they haven't released too much information about. And then we're also going to get artifacts, which is a more vertical progression. They are adding runes, by the way. I forgot to mention this earlier. I believe in the Wednesday update, we're also getting a new rune system. The new rune system kind of works like runes in Diablo 2, where you have like 3 different stones that you can combine together, and a combination of those stones will give you added effects, or you can just benefit without a set bonus or a set rune bonus and just take advantage of each individual rune. However you want to do it, it's essentially like Diablo 2, so that'll be kind of exciting to check out. And I'm not sure why this artifact, there we go, the artifact screen, this is just more vertical progression, more things that are being added to your character. So all of these things are dropping very soon. The juice is going to be dropping this Wednesday, and this expansion level content is going to be dropping next month. And then a few weeks after that, that is when we're going to get our global version. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Be sure to catch me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.